Big news! Evermore put menus on their website, which maybe doesn't sound like big news, but I've heard a lot of people who are confused about what is available and when, and the consistency and clarity about what foods are offered. And now there's a menu on the website for right now, for however long it lasts. That's really cool. I went with my family to Aurora this weekend, and they have this combo pass. And it offers you, this looks terrible. It offers you an entree, a drink, a dessert, and then the two activities on there. So let's look at the new menu and see what stuff you can get if you happen to get the combo pass for Aurora this season. Okay, so to get to the menu, if you go to evermore.com, there's a banner up top. One of the things on that banner is information, and the top one says menu. And if you click it, it takes you to the menu. I'll also put the URL in the description, and maybe that will save you multiple steps. Who knows? It's a crazy world out there. So for the first bullet punch that says entree, you're gonna wanna be in Town Square. There's this triangle of 3 places where you can get your entree. So when you first come into the park, all the entrees are gonna be right there. And if you look at the map right here, there's on the left, walking into the park, Barter's Post West and Barter's Post East. Those are the 2 main concession stands, and the bathrooms are located on that same building, but on the opposite side, away from you. So if you need to find the bathrooms, that's where to go. And the Kettle Cafe also offers entrees, and that's just between the 2 of them down below on this map, or closer to the front of the park if you're there. Anyway, it's just on the other side of that like little square. The Kettle Cafe has cheeseburgers, chicken sandwiches, or chicken tenders. It says on the menu chicken sandwich again, but they mean chicken tenders. All of those come with fries, so bonus points. So on the left side, Barter's West has the Gobbler, which is this holiday themed sandwich. It's a turkey and provolone cheese sandwich on a ciabatta bun. That's what happens either way. You can either get the mini gobbler, which just has only what I described, or the grilled gobbler, which is what you should. I don't know what you should get. You're an adult. You can make this decision unless you're not an adult. Oh, I'm not talking good. Anyway, the grilled gobbler also has stuffing and gravy and cranberry sauce on it, so it makes it like a Thanksgiving meal in a little ciabatta bun. So that's what they have. And the third option in this Bermuda Triangle of entree things that you can get your card punched for is Barter's East, which has soups. They have chicken and wild rice soup and mac and cheese and a soup of the day, which could be, who knows. I don't have any footage of this because this is not an option that I would ever pick, because I just mentioned all the good, better ones already. This is for other people. So those are the entree options. If you were looking for gluten-free options, there are a million asterisks here that say that Evermore Park is not a dedicated gluten-free facility. So they can't say that it's gluten-free, but they have gluten-sensitive stuff that like may be cross-contaminated, but it's not like mostly gluten, which at the Kettle Cafe it says that there's a gluten-sensitive option available for the cheeseburger combo. So I suppose that they do have gluten free buns that they can use instead of the normal pretzel bun that it comes on. Other than that, the only gluten-sensitive thing here is fries. I assume because the breading on the chicken, because everything else there is like chicken. And as far as the menu states explicitly, if you go to either of the barter stands up top, there's nothing for you. If you're vegan, you can have fries. You could try to go up and say, hey, you don't have anything I can eat. Can I have 2 fries for a punch on the card? And see what happens. I bet it depends on the person you get. If you are vegetarian, you can also have mac and cheese. You can put it in a bread bowl. Or an artisan ciabatta roll. But those are the only things that are explicitly written out to be vegan or vegetarian options. As far as the entree, there's also water here, which we're gonna get into now in the drinks. Okay, so for beverages, the second thing on this card, drinks. All of those places have the same drink offerings that you can get as you're eating your food, because sometimes it gets a little dry and you need to wash it down. So all of those places have canned soda, bottled water, hot chocolate, and hot cider. Hot chocolate and hot cider, height solder, are very good with like the thematic thing of Aurora. It's very cold outside. Oh, if you for some reason wanted to like really draw out your experience and get a drink somewhere else, not as part of your entree meal sit down thing, there's a completely separate place in the back that offers just drinks. Or if you wanted to like re-up and get another hot bev when you're walking around later at night in the park or whatever, there's a place called the Hex Trove that is back by the Pygmy Weed Inn, right across from the ruins area. It's in the back of the park. I'm going to circle it on a map or whatever. They have all of the same things that I mentioned, the soda, water, hot chocolate, and cider there. So you can get that instead or as well. A lot of people really love to drink soda, so sometimes you might go with that option instead. It just says choose from a selection of Coke and Pepsi products. There have been some times where I look at the menu and I'm like, oh, I would enjoy a Sprite or whatever. And then I go to open the fridge and there is no Sprite, because a lot of people also have good taste like I do. The crisp lemon lime sweetness of LeBron James's drink. So it's gone and you're like, oh, like I don't like any of these other things.
You sure you just don't want a Coke? Pardon?
That's too bad. You already messed up. Okay? So that's on you. You should have checked the refrigerator first. I'm just joking. They should probably have it. So I guess what I'm saying is maybe check and see if they have a soda that you like before you lock yourself in on that. Just stroll around to the fridge and give a little peepsy inside, and maybe get a hot chocolate and hot cider if that ends up being a better option, even if you are a soda lover, because they don't have the particular soda that you like. I'm very salty about it because they wanted a Sprite and there wasn't any. And they were like, oh, poor baby, like maybe drink a Coke. And I'm like, I don't want a Coke though.
No, you can have a Coke.
So just check first so that your expectations aren't dashed against the rocks. Other beverages that exist in the park, there's also milk, which you can only get at the Copper Confection and the Tavern. If you want milk as your drink, they have milk. Third punch, desserts. What desserts can you get? Well, if you're gonna get milk, then you best have some cookies with it. So the Tavern has cookies with it, and it's $2.49 for those, and it says that there's s'mores, red velvet, and chocolate chip cookies. Maybe don't use your punch on that, because the main place where you can get your desserts are at the Copper Confection, and they offer pies, which would normally be $6.99, cookies, which would normally be $5.99. They have s'mores, red velvet, and chocolate chip, but I guess more of them or something, because it costs more here. They also have muffins, chocolate walnut strudel? Is that pronounced strudel? And blueberry. So pies, cookies, and muffins for dessert. I was wrong about this earlier because somebody came up to me and Crow in the park and were like, hey, it says dessert. Where are desserts? And I was like, oh, go to the Kettle Cafe. And Crow is like, simpleton, please cease your behavior. Desserts are at the Copper Confection. And she is correct. The desserts are at the Copper Confection, and you can find none of them any longer in the Kettle Cafe. All right, so to review. Entrees, you're gonna want to be in the triangle. Drinks, everywhere that has anything that you can eat is drinks. So there's the triangle, there's the Hex Trove in the back, there's Copper Confection just a little bit up from the triangle, and you can get milk and bottled water, right? At the Tavern. The Tavern has the least drink options out of anything that I mentioned. Although there are a lot of beautiful display things that you can't actually drink. Yeah, no soda at the tavern or alcohol because there's no alcohol in the park anywhere to be found. Yeah, okay, so that's the stuff that you can eat. It's amazing that they have a menu because people have been wanting this for a long time. Very cool addition. If you get the combo pass, you get all of those things just included in the combo pass. It costs $46. If you get general admission, it costs $19. So, in order for that to be worth it, I'm refusing to do the easiest math in my head. It's 27. I knew it as I was typing it, but it's 2022 and I just need a computer to tell me. You need to do $27 in additional spending or activities or benefit that you're getting out of the combo pass in order for it to be worth it. So let's say that you're going to get one of those combos at the Kettle Cafe, the cheeseburger combo, chicken sandwich, or the chicken tenders. That's 14 bucks knocked off of that right there, which means that you only have to do 13 more dollars. I was going to type it again. No, I'm typing it again. $13 left to spend in order to get the value. If you get a drink, that's if you get a bottle of water, it's $1.49. If you get a hot chocolate, hot cider, or canned soda, it's $2.49. So let's just say that it's two. Go in the middle of those two. So now you only need to find $11 more to spend. The desserts, pie is $7, cookies are $6, and muffins are $5. I guess if you get a pie, let's do the same thing here and just say $6 ish for like one of those. -6. Oh no, I accidentally hit 65. It's okay. 11 minus 6 is 5. I'm fine to bail out of this. So we need to spend $5 more. The train is $3. I know that by heart. And ice skating is $10. So after the entree, drink, dessert, and train, you only have $2 left to spend. So you really have to do ice skating, I guess is where I'm coming from, for this to be worth it. But even if you don't, it's still right there. And you don't have to pull out your credit card multiple times in the park. It's all just on this punch card. My wife did say that she kind of felt like she was obligated to get all the punches filled out. Maybe if we came again during Aurora, that we would just pay for general admission and do like one-offs for the things that we wanted. If you are doing ice skating, if that's something that interests you, then you really should get this because the food is good and you're going to just save money from what you would have spent, even just if you get like a meal and ice skating. The ice skating is on like the plastic kind of ice. It's not actual ice. I think that's for you to have your expectations clear before you get in. Good to know. So yeah, make your own call. What do I care? But excited that there's a menu, and we had an absolute blast when we all went this weekend. And I'm glad that I got the combo pass. My daughter loved ice skating. Was eating that junk up. She still keeps talking about how much fun she had and how we have to ice skate again. So maybe for little ones, the plastic ice might even be better in some ways. I don't know. But I think I said all the things that I want to, and I have no idea how to end this video, so